Knowing how to bath a horse properly is an essential skill as a rider, and it's also a handy time to examine him for any health conditions that may have escaped your attention during regular grooming. Most horses don't need regular bathing to keep their skin and coat healthy, so long as they're groomed well, with sweat rinsed off thoroughly and loose hair brushed out. In fact, over-shampooing without sufficient rinsing can cause dry skin and other related conditions. But a thorough bath is useful for show days, and when you really want to shift some of that dirt and scurf. Ideally, you want to wash your horse on a warm day and ensure you can dry them off sufficiently afterwards, whether that's by walking them in the sun, with heat lamps or towel drying. Here's Horse and Hound's step-by-step guide on how to bath a horse. First of all, you want to gather your equipment. You'll need a rubber curry comb, a sweat scraper, grooming brush, a shampoo designed for horses, a mane and tail detangler and conditioner, a bucket of water, a sponge, towel and a hose. If you're very lucky, you might have a hose connected to warm water or a hot horse shower. For everyone else, it's time to head inside to fill up your bucket with warm water or get the kettle boiling to mix and make some. Give your horse a thorough groom before bathing to remove excess dirt and hair. You may also want to give him a hay net to keep him occupied. Most horses are familiar with the hose pipe, but it should be introduced gradually from the hooves upwards. If it is the first time the horse has been bathed, it might be wise to do so without shampoo, just for the first time. This will make the experience shorter and will ensure you don't leave irritating soap suds in if you've got to stop halfway through the job. You want to wet the horse thoroughly before applying shampoo, as it's easier to use a soapy sponge on a wet coat. Add your shampoo to the bucket of water, as the instructions on the bottle say, then dip the sponge in the soapy water and rub it all over the horse's coat, using a gentle circular motion. A good way to make sure you cover the whole horse is to break it up into sections, such as his legs, neck, body and quarters. Take extra care around sensitive areas, using gentle strokes. Some owners prefer to rinse after each section is shampooed, to prevent the soap from drying out the skin and coat, but many will work quickly and shampoo the whole body in one go before rinsing. Wash the mane as you would the rest of the body, wetting it first and then applying shampoo with a sponge. If it's knotted, you can use a detangler. Leave the tail until last, as you can use the remaining soapy water for this. Immerse the bottom of the tail in the bucket of soapy water and swirl it around, using the sponge to wash the hair on the dock. Again, a detangler should sort out any knots and enable you to brush through it smoothly. You could also use a mane and tail conditioner on both to make them silky smooth. Most horses don't enjoy water pouring down their face, let alone the hose being sprayed near it, although there's always going to be exceptions. Many owners avoid using any shampoo on the face, but this is up to personal opinion. Take care that soapy water doesn't go in his eyes or ears and that any soap residue is completely rinsed off. For more sensitive horses, a thorough wipe with a wet towel should be sufficient. When you're washing the forelock, tug it backwards towards the mane so that the water doesn't splash into his pricked ears. After shampooing, rinse the horse thoroughly, ideally using a hose on a gentle stream. If you won't take the hose, you will need to use several buckets of clean water and clean sponges to get rid of all the soap residue. Then, use a sweat scraper to remove all the excess water in the direction of the hair growth. The clean and rinsed horse should be thoroughly dried, ideally in the sunshine. You can also rub them dry with a towel, walk them around, or stand them under heat lamps if you've got them. If it's cool, put a cooler rug on to help speed up the drying time. And be warned, nearly every horse enjoys a good roll even more than usual after a bath. So make sure you've poo-picked and that he is as dry as possible before leaving him, or you'll be back to square one. Let us know how you get on in the comments below, and don't forget to like and to subscribe for more content.